My name is AJ Brockman, and I am a digital painter. Digital painting itself has been around for a while, but it's been in different, arenas like concept art and architectural drawings and stuff like that. So I'm kind of bringing it to the next level in the fine art aspect. I started in art because I love it. I have a passion for it. When I was younger, I would paint traditionally. I used the paintbrush and acrylics just like any other artist would. And as my disease progressed, I began to use the use of my hands and was forced to transfer into more of a digital medium. I was fortunate enough to develop and understand how to use the computer and computer software to my advantages early on, and that's kind of how it started.
What I wanted to show you today, AJ, is a couple of pieces that are produced from our ceramic facility at the Lighthouse Art Center. And this first one thing that is one of my favorites is noticing artists who are blossoming, who are coming into their own in art. And one such person is AJ Brockman. When one of his works was first submitted to a call for artists called Contempo last year, I noticed it was a very interesting, completely something that a technique that I really hadn't seen before. And I thought that before I met the young man. Once I met him, I realized what a truly exceptional human being he is. And I've seen his career really take off.
I paint with my left hand, but more specifically, I only paint with one finger on my left hand. I really only have, 2 or 3 inches range of motion, left to right and up and down. I mean, that's it right there. And I'm able to use the mouse pad to do the brush strokes. And I always say that if J-Lo is gonna insure her butt for $1 million, I should insure my hand for $1 million, because it's definitely my $1 million finger.
It takes an awful lot to take care of AJ. And it takes even more to be able to help AJ be the artist that he's becoming or become. And what I mean by that is that there's always been a certain aspect of care that he's needed. His vision is there, and he gives me the direction to get that finger in the right spot on that glide plate so that he can create what he needs to create, so that he's not fatigued, so that he can do it over and over and over again until he gets the piece that he wants. Putting his foot up, just doing everything that needs to be done to help him be the creative artist that he's become.
How are you guys? Yeah, thank you, yeah. Good morning. We're here at the Palm Beach Gardens Green Market today, and I try to do at least one show every week, and today's the day. So this show is super important to me because it happens to be my hometown, and I get to see a lot of my friends and fans and people that I've grown up with. So it's going to be a great show and a great day. And the bigger one is more 4 to 5. So yeah, thank you so much. I know, I wish, right? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, all done on the computer. I do it all. Getting out and doing shows is not only important, but it's kind of cool in respects to what I'm doing. I'm introducing people that maybe have never seen or even heard of digital painting or creating artwork on the computer, aside from digital photography. And I'm kind of bringing that to a new audience and opening people's eyes to that. And people, when they look at me, their first impression is that I couldn't create stuff like this, or, you know, they don't even know that I'm the artist. But opening their eyes to this and really showing them how it's done, that my finger is, you know, essentially the paintbrush to a traditional medium, you know, that's how it works. And it's really cool to see people when they get it. My subject matter has a wide range of things, people, objects. I don't limit myself to a certain genre or a certain subject matter. Some of it is stuff that I wish maybe I could experience myself that in real life I couldn't do because of physical limitations. So maybe I want to paint that out. Zoom in here. I'll work on the eye a little more. Let's see. Go ahead and start fleshing out the eye a little better. There's really not a lot of other digital painters out there right now, especially representing their work as fine art. So I really draw on more traditional medium, and guys like, you know, Malcolm Farley here does some great action portraiture, and really enjoy his work. And David Ewell, one of the premier Harley-Davidson artists, does some really great stuff. I love his old style and vintage atmosphere. And even guys like Jeff Finley and everybody over at Go Media, they're doing some really great work, and they're designers. So I draw inspiration from all kinds of different media. One thing that I'm super excited about is the opportunity to work with the city of West Palm Beach. I have an upcoming deal where my artwork's going to be in multiple city locations and very accessible to the public. And it's super exciting because it can bring digital painting and my technique to a whole new audience.
Settings for exposure to great art are as important. You know, that backdrop is just as important in really fully appreciating the artwork. So I want to be able to do it justice by putting it in, you know, the greatest space that we have. And I think we'll be able to come up with something that Mr. Brockman is going to be happy with and will say yes to. Well, I'm showing AJ where I want to have him put a show together and have him work with us to do something pretty special between here and the pavilion, the nighttime things down there. It still is astonishing to me to look at work that you think is a real picture or you think is a real painting, and to understand, you know, that there's actual science that can trick the eye. I mean, I'm excited about that.
I'm not a very religious person, but I think that, you know, we more along the lines of fate. You know, like I've been given this hand in life, and it's, you know, I have so many drawbacks in certain areas, but I still have my one finger, and, you know, I use that because that's really all I have left, and I'm able to exploit that to still create and do what I want to do. And, you know, I feel fortunate that I at least have that finger to still work with. And when the day comes where I don't have my finger anymore, where my disease progresses to where I can't do what I'm doing now, then, you know, I'll move on to the next step and see where this goes.